Hey, so another photo booth video. My name is Oyinda. I am 28 years old, and it is currently Thursday, September 26th at 3:47 p.m. I'm just coming home from work, and I wanted to talk about. So, I'm just coming home from work, and I'm not going to disclose what I do for work right now. That's something that I kind of want to keep to myself for now until I'm ready to share with the world, because, yeah, that's neither here or there. This is just a stage of my journey. Anyway, oh, there's a white butterfly. I was at work and I was reading the Bible for a moment. Well, the Bible commentary, Tony Evans Bible commentary. And I was inspired to read Genesis through Malachi again through the Bible commentary. I've read Genesis through Malachi in the Bible, but I've never read the Bible commentary. And the Bible commentary this is Tony Evans Bible commentary, and basically he takes every verse of the Bible and has his own commentary on it. That's what a Bible commentary is. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but anyway, I'm reading Genesis right now, and I'm reading the story of Joseph, and I'm seeing how I can see so many parallels to Joseph's story and my life. And I don't know, I'm just learning a lot through reading this Bible commentary. And I don't know, something I noticed today that actually made me want to start recording is I wonder what the opposite of bold is, because whatever the opposite of bold is, I feel like that's what I am in my relationship with God right now. I'd like to think that I'm bold in my faith, but I'm not. I'm actually scary as all get out. An antonym of bold, it's probably timid. Timid, yeah. So the opposite of bold is timid. I am very timid in my faith. I just don't know how to reading the Bible, and then somebody walks in to my office, and I do one of these. I don't want to be seen reading the Bible. And I do that a lot. And I know that I do it, and I still do it. And I don't know why. I don't know. It's I'm afraid of judgment. And it's girl, you're literally afraid of looking good, being good, because you're afraid that people will think you're too good, or I don't even know what I'm afraid of people thinking. I literally don't know why that's my reaction, but it is. And then we're talking about things. They came into my office, two of my coworkers, and they're talking about something, and I'm so clearly in me, I wanted to relate it to God. I'm oh, I would just pray about this. But I didn't say that, and I felt like I couldn't say that because I didn't want to come off weird. But it's girl, it's not weird. That's you. That's what you would do. You would pray about it. Personally, that's how you would handle that situation. You would just it's crazy just how timid I am. And that happens a lot, just in different ways, I've noticed. And so I want to be a little bit more bold. I'm not trying to be in your face and like, you got to do this. But it's like, why are you hiding yourself? Why are you hiding yourself? And it's because it's like you're afraid of being different. And you shouldn't be afraid of being different. That's my guy. He be walking his dog. Old man with the shirt off. We always wave at each other, but anyway, yeah, I want to be less timid, more bold with my faith, because really, like, everything. Oh, this is what I read that made me want to start recording. So so I was reading about when Joseph was in jail, right? Joseph was in jail, and he had interpreted the dreams of the cupbearer and the baker, right? And the baker got assassinated or killed or whatever, put to death, and the cupbearer, his position got restored, and he went back to work with Pharaoh and Potiphar or whatever. And then, you know, the cupbearer forgot to plug Joseph, so Joseph is still sitting up in jail, you know. But anyway, when Pharaoh needed a dream interpreted and the cupbearer finally remembered Joseph, he's like, oh, I got a dude who I met in prison who actually interpreted the dream that got me back to my position, blah blah blah. So Pharaoh went and got Joseph, and the Pharaoh thought that, so this is what I read in the Tony Evans commentary. It said Pharaoh told Joseph his predicament, and Joseph's reply shows that he had been letting God work on him during his imprisonment. It is God who will give Pharaoh a favorable answer. Few people would have cried foul if Joseph took full credit for his dream interpretation gift. In fact, Pharaoh seemed to assume that the power was within Joseph as well. But Joseph was keeping God at the center of his life, central to his conversation. God's presence had been his constant companion, so God's preeminence was always on his mind. And that reminded me of me, because in conversation sometimes I will want to say something about God, because in my free time I'm wrapping myself like in godly things, or at least I am trying my best to fill my time up in God's presence, and just like that's what's keeping me. So it's like I feel like I'm becoming one of those girls who, like, God is becoming my personality, and I'm afraid of that. Like, I don't want to be that girl that's like too godly, you know? But also, like, we are called to kind of do that. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, we're still meant to be human and everything. I think it's because I have a judgment of people who I felt were, it's funny, like, shout out to you, Anaya, but or Ania, sorry, anyway, whatever, because this is not being edited at all. So, but I have a friend who, back in the day when I knew her, I was still very much in the world. Not like, I knew God, I knew Jesus, but like, was I like this? Was I following Christ with everything? Nah. I'm still barely, like, I'm just not where I used to be. I'm not where I need to be, but I'm not where I used to be. But when I was back there, I knew this girl who was also, she was on her walk with God, and she was like really serious about it. And I felt like she was like a goody two shoes, a judgy Christian girl. And like, I don't like, I don't know, that it's funny because now that I'm here, I have so much more grace and wisdom to know, like, she wasn't a judgy, too good Christian girl. She just her presence convicted you, and that's why you didn't want to be around her. You feel me? Like, she was convicting you of the sin that you were living in, the death that you were going towards. That's why you didn't want to be around her, and that's why the people you were around didn't want to be around her either. It's not that she was like, so I don't know. I'm wondering if anything that I said made sense. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to be looked at as that person, but it's like, girl, you can't care about being looked at that person. You know your heart. You know that you're not that person. You know that you get it. Like, my come to Jesus testimony or whatever, it's not pretty. Like, I was out here wilding, okay? Like, wilding. So it's not like I don't get it, or I don't, like, I'm not judging nobody. I'm not trying to judge anybody. That's the last thing I'm trying to do. I like spending time with God. I like talking about Jesus because Jesus saved my life. And Jesus is what makes me feel safe. Jesus is what makes me feel like everything is going to be okay. Jesus is, like, reading the word is like food. It actually, like, it feeds me. And I'm not perfect, because I could very well fall off from this and be in my old ways in 2.2 seconds. It's like, not that I like this. It's just, I know I need this to live. That's how I feel. That's truly what I believe. That's truly how I feel. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. It was really nice talking to you guys. I loved the last video. I loved making it, and I loved just uploading it so easily. And I was like excited for the other one, but I wasn't going to force it, like, I wanted it to feel natural, because the more natural it feels, the more I'll actually be consistent. So this felt natural in my car. So I'm happy to upload again. I'm going to upload it right now. Okay. Bye. Hope y'all are having a great day.